Greetings, family. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to look at South African law on deportation and extradition. What is deportation? What is extradition? And from there, we'll be able to tell the difference between the two and the process that will unfold as a result of deportation or extradition. Deportation, it's when a person is removed from a country because this person is a foreigner and their presence in that country is unlawful. What is it that makes the presence of a person in a country unlawful? It could be number one, because they don't have the necessary documentation. They came inside the country claiming to be students, claiming to be visiting, and they end up overstaying. I've seen people go to other countries because they said they were invited to a conference, knowing very well that their intention is not to exit the country. So people will go in as students, people will go in as visitor, and people will go in as guest speakers. But when it's time to return, they do not return. They just vanish in the system. I once had a conversation with somebody years ago in South Africa, and I was asking this guy because, we had a friendly relationship. He used to do my hair, and I was asking him, do you have papers? And then he said no. And then I asked him, but how do you manage to stay? And then he told me. But obviously that was in an illegal means of staying in the country. So having said that, it is clear that this person has no legal right to be in the country. It could be because they have overstayed, as I said. Therefore, they are violating immigration laws of the country, or they are violating the terms of their visa, or they have overstayed in the country. So in South Africa, if that happens, you can be barred from entering the country for 5 years. So clearly this impacts negatively on your next visa application, because you can be deported, meaning that you'll be sent outside the country because your presence is unlawful, your presence is prejudicial to the country itself, you've broken the laws of the country. But then the next time, after you being deported, after you being sent out, you may want to come back. And therefore, you'll be starting your application process to say, I want to go to this country. I'm not talking about South Africa alone, but here I'm looking at the law in South Africa. The next time you want to apply, they will look at the records and they'll say, okay, this is somebody who was once deported from South Africa. And it will take 5 years before you are even allowed in. Or you can be completely barred from visiting. And if it's a case of you having broken your visa terms and conditions, that visa can be cancelled, and meaning that you will be expelled from the country. Now the question is, before you are expelled, what kind of process will unfold? Once it has been established that you are illegal in the country, or you have broken the immigration laws of the country, or you have overstayed, as I've highlighted, you may be arrested. And once you're arrested, the immigration officer or whoever has arrested you will make it a point that you appear to court within 48 hours of your arrest, so that the court can decide whether to confirm the deportation or not. You will not just be deported without the necessary court order. The court will have to confirm it, to confirm the deportation. So now, what is extradition? Extradition can be in a case where somebody committed an offense in country A and they escape to country B. So, because they have committed a crime in country A, they run away from that country. Sometimes it's a political crime, which will obviously be treated as an exception. If it's a political crime, you ran away from your country because you committed a political offense, you are an activist in that country. In terms of international law, that country would be expected to protect you and not to send you back. But if you committed one of the offenses, one of the criminal offenses in the country, and you ran to another country, then you will have to be sent back. This is what we call extradition. With deportation is because you are illegal in the country. But with extradition, you committed offense in one country and then you ran away to another country. So country B will be expected to send you back to country A where you committed the offense. That is what is called extradition. So now here an application will be made by what is called the requesting country. In other words, country A where you committed an offense. They will send an application for you to be sent back. So country B in our case is the requested state. They may arrest this person, and once this person is arrested, he'll be subjected to what is called extradition process. He's arrested, subjected to extradition process, and he'll be sent back to another country, to the country where he committed the offense, for him to be tried there, for him to face the might of the law. So it is clear that you cannot commit an offense in this country and think that you will run away and go and hide in another country. So there, an arrest will be effected and a procedure will be followed, and then you'll be handed over, or the person will be handed over to the country where he committed the offense. So there's a clear distinction here. The distinction is that with extradition, you committed an offense in country A, and then you ran to country B, and then country A submits a request for you to be returned by country B, and country B cooperates with country A, and then they send you back. Whereas with deportation, there's no involvement of two countries. You are in the country where you're not supposed to be because you don't have documentation, or you have violated the immigration laws of the country, or you have overstayed. So in that instance, no other country will be involved, only the country where you are illegal there. So as a foreigner, you will be sent away, you'll be sent back to your country. That is what we call deportation. And let me hasten to say this discussion about the law on deportation and extradition and the difference and the process that is followed, it has got nothing to do with any other case that is currently in courts or that is currently in the media space. This is just general information regarding what the law says and when a person is deported and when a person is extradited. I did not go into details about the issue. This is just basic information, general information. I thank you. Please, if you haven't subscribed, do consider to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Feel free to comment. Feel free to share, and also press the notification bell so that when I record or when I post my next video, you get notified. Thank you very much for your support. God bless you.